how much these doctors and researchers and specialists have done with so little. Can you imagine if they had proper funding, what they can achieve? My name is Diane Colton. I am a 5-time lung cancer survivor now. My first of all these diagnoses was in 2011. I woke up in the middle of the night coughing up blood. I went to emergency. They did an x-ray, then they did a CT scan, and then about an hour after the CT scan, the emergency doctor, and this is exactly what happened, walked in and said, "I'm sorry, you have lung cancer," and turned around and walked out. So surgery had my upper left lung removed, and I was back at work in 2 months. My GP told me I would never have lung cancer, ever, in my life, because I dodged the bullet, because I quit smoking and I did the right thing.
One of the big misconceptions about lung cancer is that it's a disease of smokers. Although that is true for some cancer patients, for 2 out of 5 patients, that is not the case. So we need to pay attention to the risk factors, whether or not that's a genetic risk factor or whether or not that's exposure in the environment. Radon is a radioactive gas, it comes from the earth. What increases radon levels in living environments and how we can reduce those levels is really important to lowering the number of cases of radon or other non-smoking exposure-generated lung cancers in the future.
I do a lot of advocacy for lung cancer. My organization is called Unmasking the Reality of Lung Cancer, and I use a mask because with, cancer of the lungs, it's hidden behind the mask of stigma, misinformation, myths, and indifference.
Diane's gift has been felt in a couple of different ways in our institute. With respect to the radon lab, her donation went to part of outfitting that lab and is a very unique place in all of Canada, in fact, in North America. Our research is leading to better treatments for patients. Some of our investigators are focusing on how to better measure patient-reported outcomes, because it's not just about how much life, it's how good is that life.
It's the research that's keeping me alive and will keep me alive. The researchers here are phenomenal. They're about people, and they're about saying, hey, I see what you have. I am working to make it better for you. Legacy giving gives to the research which makes these things happen. What better tribute to someone you've lost, someone you know, or to an area that you are passionate about than to give after you're gone.
It's hugely moving to hear when patients give back. It's about making a difference to patients in the future and people in the future so that others can have better lives, longer lives, better quality of life who are faced in the same situation.